with Streets, freestyle cooking with Streets. Thanks for tuning in. Like always, I hope everybody out there staying safe and healthy. And of course, y'all know what I'm about to say. I got another great recipe video to share with y'all. If you're new to my channel, welcome. You know I'm thankful and appreciative for the love and the support. If this is your first time on my channel, please hit that subscribe, like, share, and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date with my latest recipe videos. Dope recipes, good food, we get it in, freestyle cooking, let's do it. Alright? So today, y'all, what I got up on the board, I got some kohlrabi, y'all. We're gonna do some kohlrabi. I got some chicken. I got some chicken sausage. We about to put together a mean dish, y'all. Okay? Kohlrabi is a really good vegetable. It's in the broccoli family, the cabbage family. You know, everything on here is edible. You feel me? So if you can find this in season at your market or farmer's market, you need to comp it and try it. Okay? Because we're going to do we're going to use the whole plant. All right? And we're going to do like a puree, like a kohlrabi puree, smooth it on out and put this thing together, y'all. All right? So this is like the start of the show. I got some protein to add to the recipe just to fill it on out, but I was in the mood for some kohlrabi, y'all. Okay? Now sometimes in the store, I got these small ones, like they look like turnips. Okay? Some places might have the real big bulbs. You know what I mean? So that's why I got a few of them, because I only came across the small bulbs. But we're gonna hook this up, y'all. All right? So kohlrabi, y'all, man. Always, you know, try different vegetables if you never had them, y'all. It's a lot out there, you know. And I'm sharing this with y'all, freestyle cooking, right? Also got me a couple of chicken breasts. I got some chicken sausage. This recipe is going to be dope. We're going to add some shrimp. We're going to add some roasted walnuts. Yo, stay with me, man. About to put y'all on. Y'all can try this at home. Get it in. Let's get ready. Let's do it. Alright, y'all, so the first thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and get our kohlrabi ready. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, and like I said, we're using everything, the greens, and the greens, you can use them like any other greens. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to cut off the stems. Alright, cut off the stems. Just move to the side so I can show y'all, then I'll continue to do the rest. Okay, now the skin around it is kind of tough. Like I said, it's edible too because you could like cut it in slices, but I'm gonna go ahead and peel it off. So let me get the end off. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and use a vegetable peeler and just peel the skin off, yo. Okay, so once I got the skin peeled off, that's how it will look. Okay, all right, and you see, that's why I got like a lot of the small ones. If you get the big ones for this recipe, you probably only need one or maybe two, depending on how much you cook it for. But if you come across the small ones like this that look like turnips, you might want to get like a couple of bunches, you know, just for this recipe. And I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest. So once you got your kohlrabi peeled, this is how it'll look. And as you can see, I'm ready to chop it up. And like I said, I had the small ones, so these ones are small bulbs. But if you find the ones with the big bulbs, they'll be, you know, they'll be like really big, and you can, you know, you can do more with it. But I got enough for the recipe I'm making. So next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and chop them up into cubes, like so, y'all. Chop them up into cubes. Up in the cubes. So then you want to get them in a pot of water, and we're going to boil these until they're fork tender. Right? So let's get it going. And while we're boiling our kohlrabi, that shouldn't take that long. because like I said, I didn't have a whole lot. We're gonna get it in. Now with the greens that I got left, right? With the greens, I'm gonna go ahead and soak these and clean these and get these ready. So after I washed my greens and got them cleaned up real nice, I went ahead and chopped them up and got them in a bowl. I know it seems like it's a whole lot, but they will definitely wilt down once we start to saute them, because we're going to saute these real simple, real easy. You know what I mean? Some garlic, some shallots. Got me a nice big shallot here. I'm about to cut up some garlic. I'm going to go ahead and do that next, and then our kohlrabi bulbs that I cut up in the cube should be nice and tender, ready to go. There we go. Got my shallots cut up. If you don't have no shallots, you can use red onion or any kind of onion. Got my shallots roughly chopped. I didn't have to fine dice them. And some fresh garlic. Right? Now let's check on our kohlrabi. Here we go. Got the kohlrabi up out the pot. Straight into the blender, y'all. You know, not taking no time. You know, not slowing it up for y'all, trying to keep this moving. I'm gonna go ahead and add some salt. And for this little bit of kohlrabi, I use about maybe a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper. There we go. And next thing you know, I want to add a little bit of heavy cream. And like I said, you'll adjust this according to how much you're cooking, but I'm gonna add just a little bit. Just a little bit. And I'm also add a couple tablespoons of butter. Alright. And let's get this popping. And there we go, y'all. Took me no time for that little bit of kohlrabi I had. It didn't take no time, but see how I got it nice and smooth? Oh yeah, see how I got that nice smooth puree? That's what we want, y'all. Right? So I'm gonna let that sit to the side. Let's get our chicken ready. Alright, so I got my chicken breasts ready to go. So I'll go ahead and season them up with just some salt and pepper, y'all. We'll do a real quick sear. And I'm going to season the taste. I'm going to be a little bit generous because these are like some kind of thick cutlets. So some pepper. I just want to do both sides. Okay, got my pan out for my breast. And I want to do we're going to do like a, we're going to sear it, get it in the oven. So right now you want to hit your oven, put it on 375, okay, because we're going to sear this real fast, get this right where we want it, you know what I mean, at the right temp. But you want to get your pan nice and hot. Alright, my pan's starting to feel nice and hot. About a couple tablespoons of oil in there. Kind of hot, and mix that around. And as soon as it starts to lightly smoke, I want to get my chicken breast in there. Okay, and we want to do it just about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. Heat your oven up to 375. We're going to finish it off in the oven. Alright, now that I start to see that it's starting to slightly smoke, I don't know if y'all can see it. Get my breast in there. You don't want to crowd it. Good contact. And we want to do 3 to 4 minutes on each side. It's been about 4 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip my breast. You should have some nice color. Oh, there we go, y'all. Look at that. We got some nice color going on. There we go. Oh, yeah. And now I'm going to sear this on this side for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to go right into the oven. The whole pan right in the oven. That's why I like to use the stainless steel, the cast iron. Go right into the oven, y'all. Okay? So hopefully you're using a stainless steel or a cast iron. If you don't have it and you're using like a non-stick pan or something, because you can for this recipe, You just want to transfer this to a baking dish and get it in the oven. Feel me? Because we're going to finish it off. That's how we get the chicken nice, juicy, tender chicken breast. You feel me? Sometimes people overcook chicken breast and it dry out. Nah, we want it to still be juicy and flowing. Alright, it's been about 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and take this off. And I want to get it in the oven. We're going to put it in the oven for about 10 to 15 minutes to finish it off. Let's do it! Alright, I got the breasts up out the oven. I'm going to let them rest on the plate for about 10 minutes. And we're going to use the same pan. Let me put this inside. And we're going to use the same pan. I'm going to add a little bit more oil. And we're going to get our shrimp in there, y'all. That's the next step. And the reason we want to use the same pan because we want all that chicken goodness. We want all that flavor to be all mixed up with the shrimp. So we're not going to season the shrimp. We're just going to get it in, get it pink on both sides. You feel me? Then we're going to get to our greens. And then we be right there, y'all. Finish line, man. Alright, so we got our breast resting. We got our kohlrabi smoothed out. Oh yeah, man. We here, y'all. Oh yeah, these shrimp is popping. They flowing. I done already turned them over. Like I said, we just do the shrimp until they get nice and pink. Another minute or two, they'll be ready to go. Alright, y'all? Yeah, we doing this thing, man. Let's do it. Oh, this is smelling so good. Look at the shrimp, y'all. Look at that. Nice. We're going to take them out. Oh, yeah. Here, y'all. Finish line is coming. We'll get our shrimp out now. Once I get my shrimp out, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my chicken sausage in. I'm gonna just throw it in whole. Alright, because I'll just cut it up after the fact. So I'm gonna just heat it up whole. Let it do its thing. Now that I got my shrimp out the pan, I'm still using the same pan, y'all. Okay, now go ahead and I put my chicken sausage in there whole. I'm gonna cut them up after the fact because you know they don't take that long to cook. Put it together real fast. Toss them in there. As you can see, we get a little bit of color on them. Oh yeah, we're almost there, y'all. Okay, this only takes a couple of minutes. Alright, y'all, my sausages is just about done. Got a nice little char on them, some good color. Put those up to the side. Okay, and next I want to add to the pan, I got me some walnuts, maybe about a couple of tablespoons chopped up. Get them in there. I want to just go ahead and stir these around, y'all. Get them nice and toasty. Take no time. Alright, got my burner on medium, high heat. And get this about a couple of minutes just to toast them a little bit. Alright, after I toasted them, I got them up out the pan. I went ahead and added my shallots and garlic. Alright, now after about 30 seconds, I'm going to add some white wine. I want to deglaze my pan about a 1/4 cup. Get all them bits and pieces off the bottom of my pan. Oh yeah, y'all, smelling so good. Alright, so you make sure you get all that goodness off the bottom. Okay, next, because I like, you know, I always love adding the spice because we're about to do our greens. I'm gonna add me some hot pepper paste. You could also add some hot sauce if you have it. You know, I know people who like, you know, their greens with hot sauce. But I'm adding some hot pepper paste. So get that incorporated in. Okay, once it starts to reduce a bit, the alcohol starts to burn off, I'm going to start adding my greens in batches. Alright, because they will wilt down. We're going to add them in batches. Okay, and we just want to go ahead and stir it in until your greens start to wilt down. Now once you see your greens start to wilt down, I've been adding them in batches. While it cook down, add, cook down, add. Where you got enough greens in there that you want to go ahead and add a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. Some pepper up in there. Alright, I'm also going to add some red pepper flakes. Alright, that's about a teaspoon. That's all I need for this amount of greens. And you want to just salt, you know, and you want to just go ahead and taste it as it goes, okay? So that way you can get your seasoning nice and right. You know, get your, you know, white wine sauce all incorporated in there. And then we'll be done. Alright, got my greens put to the side. Now we're going to go ahead, after letting my chicken rest, now we're going to cut into it just to see, get some juicy slices. Oh, look at that, y'all. Look at that. Nice, juicy. Oh yeah, y'all. And there we go, y'all. Got me some nice juicy chicken breast cut up. I also cut up my sausage. I kind of cut them like on an angle so they had their own little special look. And we about to get this plated on up, y'all. Let's do it. Okay, so first I added my Kohlrabi Puree going on, y'all. Alright, start with my puree. Next I'm going to add some walnuts. Right up in there. Next we're going to go ahead and add our chicken. Add our sausage. Next we'll add our shrimp. And then we'll add our greens. Okay. Alright. Next, I want to go ahead and garnish with some green onion. Talking about, y'all. finally at the finish line, everybody. We got our kohlrabi puree, our chicken. We got our kohlrabi greens, shrimp. We got our chicken sausage, our roasted walnuts, garnished with some green onion. Oh yeah. And if you want, you could put any kind of sauce over your chicken, some hot sauce, some sriracha, anything you like, you know, a favorite sauce you can add to it. Or you could just eat it like this. The chicken has flavor. The kohlrabi puree is, oh, the taste is banging. You'll definitely love it. The greens is nice and spicy, you know. So that's going to add a little bit of kick. You know, chicken sausage, nice and mild, ready to go. This is just a banging dish, y'all. Just glad to share it with y'all. Alright, so please subscribe, like, share, hit that notification bell so y'all can stay up to date with the videos, man. Comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if you tried it. Let me know if you want me to make anything. Just holler at me, you know. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate you watching. And y'all know what I'm about to do. Holla.